Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set! Black 20! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Tighten down, tighten down. There you go. Black, get set!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October 2014 was kind of Big Ben. 11 yards there, first down.
Like 80! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Easy, easy.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Watch the pass. Undercrunch.
On second down, Samuels. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Roethlisberger now complete to Switzer. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. You go tight. Jack 16. You got tight right there. Showing it. Showing it. Why they touch?
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Alert, alert! Chance. He's checking. 22 jet bomber.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're not ready.
The drive will start with Connor. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Block 80! Check, tight right. Block 80!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Say. Nicholas, 66.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and very short, Roethlisberger is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Black 20. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Snickers, got to spin. Hey, Black 1.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger dancing to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check. Switch. 50. Here we go. Here's Blue.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here? And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Go. Banjo. Check the backer. Check the backer.
And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Here we go,
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. Snickers.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson now. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin on the ground here with Connor, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set! Blue 30. Lunch 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill. Hey, alert. Block it.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Strip that ball. Wahoo. Check right. Watching your five.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. 77. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Easy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And now it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Check 50, check 50.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. An 18-yard
Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Baby, let's go! Let's go!
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, we got Mike 50,
Jackson down to throw again. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go!
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your reset. Mark 55, Mark 55.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set! Block 80! Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go,
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight end right. Hey. 4 down. Check. Hot route. Hot. Jack 16. Loco.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
55, right there in the middle, 55.
All day, dog.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left.
It's just me and you.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Connor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards, a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Snickers, got to spin. 48, Mike.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now it's Jackson. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Strong, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be sure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, Connor. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Switzer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down now, Samuels.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready? Blue 30.
Check Mike, 27.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Out, 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 out.
Snickers. Snickers. Like I said.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hatchet, hatchet. Check, 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 check.
Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Slam, slam.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just outside his own goal line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Kill, kill, turn it up. Kill, 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 turn it up.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
I'm here all day. 25, check 25, check 25.
Alert, alert.
Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers triumph, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Set, ready. Hey, hold on. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Look small. Down, 5 down. Stand up in.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. On 2nd down, Samuels. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Samuels. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Double bump. Slide,
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.